There are a lot to be said, but some of them have to be said when you're about to marry.
Wow.
So how are men supposed to show their interest without trying to be flashy about the things that they have?
Yeah, so you have to be, first of all, general about things.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be general about things. Then the lady has to see you that you are a helper. In times of need, you will help. You are a helper. You don't just run your mouth, but you do it when you need this and that. You don't tell anything about sex. Don't start with that at all. They say there's some happiness. I mean, there's some sort of enjoyment in marriage, in sex. I have never experienced that one. And so I don't see what people are talking about. I don't understand them. You are saying, what does your husband do to you when you go to bed? He says he does this, he does this. No, that's not the right way. This is not the right way. When your husband
That's not the right way.
Tell him to do this, tell him to do that, tell him to do this.
Well, you used to coach people how to do something?
Yes,
Oh.
that's my work.
Give me some gravel.
Oh boy.
See the coach.
I was
Get the kids.
I in charge of this family planning.
Oh wow.
And so we have to tell this woman the truth
Wow,
about
okay.
facts of life.
Wow.
So I was telling this woman, I told him to tell
Original
to
Mickey
do
Vicky.
that, to do that. And then the following, about 2 months later, I went back and said, Auntie, my warrior soul, that is now experiencing some enjoyment in the marriage. Something like that. My warrior soul, yeah, because of the little tricks. I told
Hey,
you.
so I'm gonna ask you this, and I know it's gonna sound crazy.
Ask away, please.
What are some tips in the bedroom for the future? Not for now, obviously, but for us in the future.
I want to. I can only advise you when you are about to marry. When you are ready to marry, I
Oh,
tell you.
boy.
Yeah, Grandma, you gotta give us the key. You gotta give us the key to do it right.
She got the key to the streets.
Well, if your mommy will tell you that I for you this all that you are interested in, I said no. This is the kind of work I did, and so I have to tell them the people. So I schooled Obaya properly, and Richard is very appreciative of whatever I do.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
When we meet. When we talk, your mommy say, "Hey, don't go there." So I've already gone there. Before the woman.
So take charge in the bedroom?
Yes, you have to take charge.
Hi.
But you have to go about everything gingerly. You don't have to rush to do things. No.
So they like it slow?
Yes. You have the step by step.
Slowly but surely.
Things, yes,
Get
will
that.
take care of themselves. You see. You have to, but what I don't introduce sex when you see a girl and you are interested. That at all.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
yeah,
go there
yeah.
at all. Let it come. If it's coming from the woman, so much the better. It means he also likes you. But don't rush and this is you see that you just wanted her for someone else. As this man John Hagee said that for you are only interested in my body. No. You are not only interested, you are interested in all her welfare. Everything that you have to have in any way. If he's sad, you have to have patience. You can ask what is wrong, this and that, and then he will explain because of this. Women, when they are in...
Can you give us one at least?
No. Oh, I've told you some of them that
was like that was little crumbs, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about get like one that is juicy, you know, like
which is juicy.
Something that's gonna really sustain a marriage.
yeah.
I for
In the
that.
bedroom.
In the bed, you see the men, the women, they don't understand so many things. I had some 2 elderly people who were advising me that I shouldn't deny my husband sex because we fought or we quarreled or we do something like that. Because they are different and we are different. And so when they are ready to have sex and you bluff them off and this and so many people, even my 2 husbands, they were also telling me that I shouldn't do that when they are in the mood. You see, you don't have to deny them. If there's any problem, you just have to be, just, even God said, come and let us reason together. You have to reason together.
Give and take.
Ask him this and then you understand it. My husband, when he's drunk, he will misbehave, and when he's sober, he will come and be begging. He will carry me in his hands like a baby
Oh,
to the bed. And so you see, we are easily coaxed. Women like flattering. You just flatter them a little. Not flatter them that they should give you money to go and build a house and you go and talk with them. You tell lies. You go and stand behind somebody's car and take a photograph and send them that this is our house. Who do you need to know? This is what I mean. But the letter said, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you have to be patient. Oh, only this and you have to be patient. I won't do it again. Forgive me. So, as soon as you start saying that, you are cooling her down. You're cooling the woman down, then the mind will change. The woman needs love. All that is want from you is that you see that you are really loving her. You love her. Not, you don't love her for sex. You love her really in all things. When you see that you are expressing that love but not demanding sex, then you know that you are serious. This is my experience. I know you are serious, but when they come and talk, no. Every woman will deceive herself that the man is for her alone. He's just beating about the bush. There's no man is sufficient with one girl. That's what I've realized.
Wow.
Whatever you do, men are like that. They are like that. And so I always said, if my father were alive, I would never trust her, because she even had a child by another woman before. When my mother was there, my mother had his first child. He lost the mother, and then the father. He went to the funeral. And when you go in those days, you go and spend 2-3 months at the funeral home, at home, because your mother is dead. You have to be home always mourning. By the time you go back, somebody has taken your husband. So by the time my mother went back, he had an affair with another woman, because they can't say as we do. My husband died. Psychology of men and their behavior. So nobody should. It isn't that he doesn't love you. That is going after him. I don't know. They just want a change. They say you can't eat abenkwan all the time. You have to eat in Canada. You have to eat.
No.
Oh, she took it there.
She took it
there.
No. And so that's it. And so I don't understand them, but that's how they are. How they are. And so I have to. Some men, their wife died. And I know somebody who wasn't even drinking Fanta or Sprite or this, no soda. But the wife died, he took to apetition. The one that we hide to drink. Those are apatuashi. They hide it and drink. That's the dry one, our local dry gin there. The man was there. He couldn't bear the loss of the wife. But women, when their husband died, my husband died, this is how many years now? 1990 to this. This is not 27 years.
Yeah, 26 and a half, 27 years.
Next month, April, will be 26 years, 27 years they died. But
if a man were to be unfaithful while he's in a relationship, if he were to be unfaithful to his woman by going out and having sexual intercourse with 1 or 2 women, you think that would be expected behavior?
First of all, I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
You could, but I don't want to hear it.
But would it be something that you expect out of a man to do?
Yes, I can say yes, because so many of them, a lot of them that I have seen, I have heard, that's how they behave. And I say that's why I say I can't ask God why men are like that. You got only a few who will be so faithful to their wives throughout life. Just a few of them. You can count them. Yeah.
Wow.
You can count
your fingers.
You can count them like that, because Well, I don't know whether it happens to all women, but as for me, what I have seen with my own eyes, what I have heard, there's no sane man. Sane man. They are always, and some of the women too are like that. I wouldn't say the men, but majority is from, it's because of what the men were doing that the women also started doing in that. We didn't hear of Eve misbehaving to the husband or Adam, but that time there were no other.
No other choice.
Tragic.
But was trapped.
But you see,
in the African culture, it was, even in the pre-colonial phase, it was a regular thing to have multiple women.
Yeah.
But you will have one that will be in charge of all of the others.
yes, and then even at that time, you want a lot of children to help you with the farming.
Exactly. That
That's
was one
why
of the reasons why
they were
did
all
that.
predominantly agricultural. So
Correct.
they want children, a lot of children. So that one has persisted up till now. If you go, I remember when Clinton had this problem with America and Lewinsky, and my late cousin, I would say my sister, my elder father's daughter, he said, sister, what is happening? I said, they say your husband, he calls Clinton her husband. He even doesn't know where he's at home marrying somebody here. He said he likes me. The man is handsome. He said, what is wrong? He said, he said he has gone to take her. I said, only one girl. Come and see my husband. was that a lot of them? A lot of them. I didn't say anything because that was our culture.
Right.
Up till now, if you are capable of marrying two, but Rollins said, if you marry two, not under the ordinance, you marry this and you register all of them. They are all Mrs. So. If you can marry 7, up to now, it's legal in Ghana.
Wow.
To marry, I am telling you.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Really? So long as they have your last name or something?
They all have your name. You are all Mrs. So.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yes. And that will make it legal for you to marry as many as you want?
Yes. If it's not under the ordinance, you go to court, and this, and you marry, and then you go and register at the local this and that is your wife. That's
okay. Well, you got to go to the local. Okay.
But if you do it under the ordinance, you can't marry again. But even they agree, they tell their wives. I know some
American women say that if they catch their husband cheating, they're done with him. And a lot of them stay true to that word. And because of that, a lot of marriages fail and relationships fail. What advice would you give an American woman coming from the African culture and background about infidelity and things like that? Would you tell them to stay or leave?
Well, because it has a cultural problem.
Right.
That's a cultural problem at home. You can't say. I mean, if you go and say my husband has gone to take a this and so I am leaving him and this, and they will just laugh at you. Yeah, they will, because it's so common. Everybody does it. Why are you alone complaining? Something like that. You see. It is so common, even though it's not really very good nowadays because of this HIV problem. Men are being very careful, very, very, very careful now. But I mean, it's still accepted. It's an accepted behavior that you can marry more than one. And the men are not marrying them because even the one, they can't keep them. They have no money to keep one woman. They haven't got the money. More so to go and marry another woman, see? Because the wife depends on the husband only. Okay. Somebody will marry you and it will not work. It depends upon the husband to provide everything. But now when you're going to sit down and say you are waiting for the man to provide everything, you go and you even go naked because he can't afford, even one woman, he can't afford to look after it. The woman has to fend for herself, has to work or to trade or to do something to help the husband. And so it's a kind of...
There's so many independent women nowadays.
Yeah.
So you think that by women getting more independence and by them getting more money, they're more likely to be alone because they won't put up with men?
Yes and no. Yes, because if you are working, you are capable of looking after yourself in so many ways. And therefore you will depend upon the man. And so if the man, you see the man is not being faithful, you can leave him and go as they do here. But at home, they don't. They normally don't, even though they don't like it. The women don't like it so. But it's just it's a matter of course that every man, there are some men who will keep about 2 or 3 girlfriends apart from the wife. At times he has even children with them, but they don't own her. The women don't own her till he dies. When he dies, they bring, yes, this is this man's wife. That's why Lawrence said, any woman who you marry, you register. Let him also come and serve you. The children to serve you. When he dies, then if you have anything to give it to you, then you have served him. But you won't hide somewhere. You enjoy only having children while the wife at home does everything. And at the end of the day, when the man dies, especially when he dies intestate, without making a will, everything will be shared among even those illegitimate. We have no illegitimate children. You have illegitimate wives, but you have no illegitimate. Every child that a man has is a legitimate child in Ghana.
Wow, got you.
It's a legitimate child in Ghana. And when he dies, as soon as they bring them, then they can certify that they are the children. Whatever the man leaves, 9 out of 16, 9/16 will go to all the children.
Well, thank you so much, Grandma, for all this knowledge. That was really
there are a lot to be said, but
yeah,
some of them have to be said when you're about to marry.
Wow.
For sure.
When you're about to marry, you just call me and just pray for me to be alive.